What I'm about to tell you did not come from Don Alejandro, but from Humbotzman and the Mexican Yucatan, and my experiences in that land. It is an information that has been held secret until just recently. I can talk about this, but I have to be a little careful in what I say. It was the Mayan grandmother societies that created the crystal skull pathway of knowledge. Much like we do with our computers that contain memory for whatever we want to remember at a later date, so do the crystal skulls. And just as our computers are based on silicon to accomplish this ability to have memory, so are the crystals made of silicon to also contain memory. The first crystal skull came from Atlantis, but the second came from the new Mayan world after the Earth shifted and her physical pole shifted 13,000 years ago. Each crystal skull was created every 1,000 years and contained the memories of the last 1,000 years. Altogether, there are 13 crystal skulls containing the memories of the last 13,000 years. When it was time, every 1,000 years, a Mayan grandmother was chosen, and she would prepare for her destiny. She would begin by having a crystal skull carved into a human skull. It was usually a male shaman who would select the crystal and actually make the actual carving of this human skull. Different types of crystals were used depending upon the time and the need. It could take many years for this crystal skull to be made ready for the final ceremony, which the whole tribe prepared for ceremony for actually 1,000 years. Then the grandmother would select a young man or woman, and one time she selected both together, a man and a woman. To be selected for the crystal skull ceremony was a great honor and a privilege for this young Mayan person or couple. Once the grandmother selected the right person, this person went into a training from the time, usually from when they were a baby, all the way till when they were much, much older, which was then completed when the crystal skull ceremony began. This honored person would study to know as much as possible about everything that the Mayan nation knew at that time. In other words, really over the last 1,000 years. They would also embody the Mayan wisdom, sacred arts of higher knowledge, everything they knew, their memories, everything. They would try to put this all into one person. And this person, in doing this and in learning this, would almost inevitably become a shaman in this training. When the Mayan elders felt that this person was ready, and in conjunction with the Mayan calendar, they would, along with the grandmother, prepare for the sacred crystal skull ceremony. The destiny of both this person and the grandmother were about to be sealed for thousands of years. In the Mayan crystal skull ceremony that was held every 1,000 years, the chosen person and the grandmother would then ingest a very special concoction made of natural herbs, psychedelic plants, and mushrooms. It was made very strong, and the reason was because that this person that was selected and the grandmother would eat this concoction during the ceremony, and this would lead them into a very special experience within their hearts that would soon separate them from their bodies, but not from the earth. In other words, they would die, but they wouldn't go on into the other levels. And with the whole tribe surrounding them in prayer and encouragement, their spirits would leave their bodies and enter into the physical crystal skull. And both of them, the specially selected person and the grandmother, would then take this crystal skull to be their physical body for the next thousands of years until the time that we are now in the end of time. Sometime during the end of time, the Maya will perform this final Mayan crystal skull ceremony. I actually just got an email from Humbotzman 4 days before I arrived here, and I now know that it has not taken place yet, but they will be doing this very soon. This is an amazing ceremony. 13 Mayan shamans, which could be men or women, will receive the spirits of these ancient Mayan souls into their modern-day Mayan bodies, and then remember everything that these spirits remembered, the ancient ones. It's even better than a computer, for it remembers the emotional aspects as well. When this ceremony takes place, the Maya that are living today remember all of the past to the time of Atlantis and even before. And then the Maya will then combine this knowledge and memories with the intellectual process of the 25 Mayan elders that are rewriting Mayan history, and the Mayan nation will then become whole again. They will remember everything, both from their brains and from their hearts. That's their plan, and I think that they will achieve this. And as for us, the rest of the world, a great blessing will occur, for now the Mayan nation is intact, both with the ancient and modern knowledge, experience, and wisdom and memories at the same time. It's all part of the Mayan prophecy, and you are alive to know the truth of this prophecy.